3 million kilos.
First up, intro. Who are you? Tell us about yourself.
Hi guys. Hi Ben. Everybody watching. My name's Tom. I'm the founder and CEO of 7 Clean Seas. If you're not familiar, we're an ocean impact organization working really hard to solve the ocean plastic pollution problem. We're currently here in Bali, Indonesia, very luckily, because we've got projects throughout Indonesia and actually up in Thailand as well, tackling some communities that are really struggling from this challenge and the marine protected areas that they call home.
What is 7 Clean Seas? Where did we come from?
Where did we come from? It's been a long time.
Been a long journey.
And a long journey. So we were founded officially in July 2018. Pam and I, essentially, we were both working in Singapore. We'd lived there for a long time. And we had this really quite eye-opening experience in Thailand where we were just having a beer on this beautiful beach, and we went back the next day and it was completely devastated by plastic pollution. And it was one of those moments in life where you just kind of step back and you're kind of looking at this kind of vista of chaos and just having a moment like, what have we done? Like, how is this problem this bad, and how did we not know about it? So after kind of soaking it in for a while, we decided when we go back to Singapore, let's just try something. Let's try and do a beach cleanup and connect people to the ocean and you know, spread the message a little bit about ocean plastic pollution.
We've kind of covered the idea of starting 7 Clean Seas, but what about the vision?
I mean, this one's simple. You know, it's really clear. An ocean without plastic. Picture it. That's our vision. We really do genuinely want oceans where it's just filled with marine biodiversity and not a lot else, to be honest. So that all the animals and all the people who want to enjoy that environment and rely on it the most, like subsistence fishermen and communities, can make the most of it. So that's what we want in terms of our vision. I think if we want to get there, we need to have a really constructive plan, and that's where our mission comes in, which is ultimately to become the world's largest preventer of ocean plastic.
I can see you're buzzing with excitement, mate. Why are you're like a little child.
We are buzzing because we've done the unthinkable as of a few years ago. We've hit another milestone. I love milestones. I love achievements. The teams are working so hard every single day. You know, we're up to 89 formal collectors. These are people with formal jobs, fair pay, 5-day working weeks, social security, maternity leave, holidays. You know, they're doing environmental collection, but they've got the same benefits that anyone would have if they were working in an office, and that's something that's really important. But the reason we're excited today is because these 89 individuals, plus the hard work of the people here at HQ, have got to the point where we've finally removed 3 million kilos of plastic from the marine environment, from the ocean. This is plastic that will never be there ever again. It's actually an unfathomable amount of plastic. I've got to give a special shout out to Siti Kusmayati. You know, Siti joined Ben and I as pretty much one of the first employees of 7 Clean Seas back in COVID, in the middle of COVID. Ben and I were locked up in Singapore. We couldn't get out of the country. We wanted to build a project in Indonesia, and we employed Siti, but we couldn't get there. We couldn't meet Siti. We couldn't, try and work with her in a hands-on capacity to help her build these projects from the ground up. And it was really quite a challenging beginning to the story. And I think what she did in those early days, and then bringing on other key members of the team from a management perspective on the ground operationally, has been transformative. It's honestly, it's hard to believe that she pulled it off with minimal guidance from Ben and I. And it wasn't until we got over after COVID that we could see all of the great stuff that had been built. And yeah, I think special shout out has to go out to Siti. I would also say, Ben has been my partner in crime, helping me build this organization. And Pam, in the early days, she held down a job. We're married, by the way. Pam's my wife. And Pam actually...
Halfway through the interview.
For the last 2 years, she's been working as an instrumental part of the operations here at HQ, and she just keeps the wheels turning. We wouldn't be able to do what we do without that. And then there's one other shout out that is really important, and that's, of course, our technical director, Oliver Cade. I think it's fair to say that most people don't know what he's doing in the background, but he's doing a lot of things that, surpass the intelligence of Ben and potentially me. And when it comes to helping organizations all around the world measure and reduce their plastic footprint. So how do we generate as much upstream impact and reduction as possible? Because we can't fix this problem simply cleaning up. Whilst that is our passion and what we will keep pushing for, we're also working really hard with some amazing partners to help them reduce their plastic footprints as well.
3 million kilos, huge milestone. Do we want to stop? Should we chill out? What do you reckon? Relax?
Of course not, man. Come on. We're going to keep pushing, we're going to keep growing, we're going to keep removing plastic, and we're going to keep providing jobs to the communities that need them the most in the locations we operate. We're on this journey. We've set our goal to remove 10 million kilos by the end of next year. We want to also get to the point where we've got 200, not 89, but 200 formal collectors. So really maximizing the social impact we can make in these locations. But that's only the end of next year. If we're looking further beyond, then regional expansion, Philippines is definitely on the agenda.
Nice.
Thailand expansion is on the agenda. Indonesian expansion is on the agenda. But what about outside of the ASEAN region? What about Brazil? What about Africa? We need to continually be uncomfortable with the targets that we're setting ourselves. If we're not uncomfortable with the targets that we're setting ourselves, they're not ambitious enough. And that's the bottom line.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, can I go?
Yeah, you can go.
See you later, guys.
That's all we need you for.
Ciao. See you in a million kilos.